Every piece of living room and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
When you need a ride, take the back bus, it'll save you time. Take the back bus, safe and reliable, convenient and affordable. Take the back bus, take the back bus.
How people use and interact with public transportation services in Pennsylvania is changing through better data and technology, ultimately improving upon efficiency and meeting customer needs. Within the next few months, FACT will be implementing PennDOT's new Fixed Route Intelligent Transportation System, known as FRITS. It is the nation's first statewide Fixed Route Intelligent Transportation System solution. Once it is live and fully operational, riders will be able to use a website or an app to get live updates on service and to see where buses are in real time. Riders will be able to get updates on Google Maps and to use the Fritz Trip Planning Tool to map out fixed route trips. For more information, call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com.
Get the bus, take the back bus.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Promises Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
We're not.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Now
we got
we're
it.
on.
We're
okay.
good. We're
Welcome.
good.
Welcome to What's on Your... That's okay. I'll start all over. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes, coming to you live from the Fayette County Fair here on WMBS Day at the Fair. Along with me today is we have Kendall. You know Kendall from the Friday show of Hot Topics. And Matt, our wonderful morning guy, is here. And the reason Matt's here is he's running all the equipment. Because
Yes.
Kendall and I don't know what to do. I mean, I can run the board back at the studio, but all this remote stuff, forget it. I don't know how to do that.
On
So-
days,
show up and talk.
Yeah.
on days like this is my territory.
And when he reverts back to his normal self.
Yes.
Yes.
But at any event, it's a nice day weather-wise. Much better than I was expecting in the course of the last week. I saw it was going to rain today, but thankfully it's not.
It cleared up.
It cleared up.
Very nice. So no reason to come on out here.
I think, yeah,
I
can you
think
hear me?
I think it's till 3 o'clock WMBS Day here with free entrance for senior citizens.
I've actually
Till
think
two.
that's
Two.
until
Till 2.
2 o'clock, but that
2
doesn't
o'clock.
mean they have to leave at 2, right?
That's right. Once you're in, you're here.
Yes.
It's kind of like Hotel California. Mm-hmm. You can arrive but never leave.
Yeah.
You can check in and never leave.
And
Yeah.
I said to Russ as soon as he got here, how many more listeners are we going to get today
Well, 1,000 new listeners every day.
on WMBS?
That's right. That's right. And I dare somebody to prove me wrong.
Hey, we need to give a shout out.
Okay.
I think it's only right that we do. I understand you got a phone call yesterday maybe from Mark from Grindstone,
Yeah.
who has been planning this whole time to come out. He's going to bring his dog Sweepy. Well, he said to you he was unable to make it.
Yeah, he's having some health problems.
So we want to give a shout out. Sorry you couldn't make it, Mark. We knew you were really excited to come out here, but you take good care and you get well soon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And there's always next year.
That's right.
There's always
Um,
next year.
Yeah. So, we at this time, we normally tell you who the What's on Your Mind sponsors are. Well, we've got some new ones here that have kind of, sponsored WMBS doing a live remote from here. So it's a whole new list, and it includes Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshock, and one of these days I'll get my tongue unwrapped from my eye tooth.
That's okay.
Giuseppe Real Estate, Caring Mission Home Care, Joe's Body Shop and Towing in Fairbank, Jackson Farms Dairy Store on Route 40, and Briar Hill. Oh, no, that's Route 40 at Briar Hill.
Oh, got
okay,
it.
there you go. I'm going.
We're a total mess
I know,
right now.
it is.
Right.
That's okay. Who else? We have Hudoc Garages,
Yes.
League of Women Voters, George Rattay, candidate for state rep in the 51st District.
Yep.
And Armstrong, and I'm going to assume that's Armstrong Cable, but I'm not sure.
May as well be.
It just says
May as
Armstrong on the sheet here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Armstrong, you know.
It could be, maybe who was the bicycle rider?
Lance Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah. It could be Neil Armstrong.
True.
Yeah.
Russ, so,
don't
okay, I don't know. Should we just give to the listeners, Russ is working on something right now, and we don't know if it's going to come to fruition. Are you still have a little determination?
Oh, absolutely. So, yesterday I teased I didn't tease. I just announced that I've never milked a cow before.
Same.
And we're at the Fayette County Fair, so I'd like to milk a cow
In front of the
In front of our
in front of the
camera.
camera here.
So if you're not on the line.
So I'm working with Danielle, the vice president of the fair committee,
Okay.
trying to get a cow that's ready for milking
Up here.
up here.
Yeah.
And so hopefully I can do that at some point in time during our
Look,
2 hours.
I heard there might be, the only concern is that it might be too hot. It's the fair.
Some heat.
It's a cow. I mean, they can withstand the heat.
I'll buy the cow lemonade.
True.
Yeah.
And then you could go over and have some Jackson Farms
Ice cream?
yes,
Yes.
as I shall be
I don't
doing.
know. Would that be like
Messed
having?
up.
Yeah. I mean, was that like me eating your own?
Well, that's what people do. What do you think farmers do?
No, but
Yeah.
cows eating ice cream.
they
Wouldn't that be
They
like?
wouldn't know the difference.
They wouldn't know. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
Matt understands what I'm saying, right?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Going back to Jackson Farms, I was just telling Kendall and Russ before we got off the air, in the years that I've been in here, I've been here about 2.5 years.
This is
and
your third fair, though.
This is my third fair. Not once have I had Jackson Farms ice cream. That is going to change before I leave today.
At which point I said it's life altering.
Yeah, he said it's life-altering stuff.
It is.
So, we may very well have one of our famous food reviews right here on the air.
And
Have you reviewed other food, Matt?
What's that?
Have you reviewed other food?
Yes, usually when TJ DeStefano and I, shout out to TJ, he's running the boards back at the studio. Whenever he and I do Story Square remotes, whoever is the big vendor that day, we will buy food from them and review it on the Facebook live
do you?
stream. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You should like make a smaller clip of that.
Oh yeah.
That's really
That actually is a good idea. I
Yeah.
should clip those and make them into its own series.
So again, you guys, this is Senior Citizen Day here at the Fayette County Fair. Admission free for those 62 and older until 2 p.m. with ID. But you can, as long as you're here by 2, stay all evening.
Yeah.
And then what else do we have today? So
Monster trucks.
yes, but from noon to 4, it's the Breakout Box Challenge at the Youth Building.
I have no idea what that is.
Me neither, but I'd like
Yeah.
to find out. And I actually wish I knew what the Senior Citizens Contest that was at the Fiddler's Building. That happened at noon. Do you know what that is?
No.
I assume because
Oh, they
that's
do?
what I thought. Yeah,
Oh.
it's like a senior beauty pageant, I
Get
guess,
out.
because we had a couple people here spinning the wheel not too long ago. They had like tiaras and sashes on. They
and-
were probably last year's winners.
We need to find one of them. And then we have the Fayette County Fair Queen. She might be going around. We
I
can
think
bring her on.
she's and I forget her name. I met her the other day when I was out walking around. I can't remember.
So you've already been to the fair.
Oh yes,
Okay.
of course.
What
Oh.
day? How many times have you been here so far? What day number is this?
It was Sunday that I really spent a lot of time here.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is your second
Did you
day.
eat a lot?
Yeah.
What'd you have? What'd
Don't
you
be
have?
ashamed of it.
Well, I had a gyro.
Were you happy with it?
Very much so.
Okay.
I had a friend that shared his fried dough
Okay.
with me, which I know Matt's over there going, "Ew."
No, it's
I
good.
love it. I love this.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't need a whole thing to yourself. It's
No.
like a couple bites is really
I think
good.
that's why he shared with
it's
me.
It's meant to be shared.
Yeah, and of course, fresh squeezed lemonade.
Yes, and you have some right now.
I have some right. Well, because it's kind of hot out.
Oh yeah, with the temperature, the high today is going to be 91 degrees. You better get lemonade on a day like today.
And I was satisfied with my corn dog that I had before I went on the air.
Okay.
But I'm not done. I mean, I'm going to keep looking around. Josh had a gyro, or maybe he still does. I don't know
where
he
is he? Okay,
He's
he'll come
enjoying
back.
his
He's
gyro.
probably hiding in a corner so nobody else will.
Tries to take his gyro.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Okay, from 5 to 7, it's the 4-H Game Club demonstration at the Youth Building. This evening at 6 p.m. is judging of the 4-H market steers, and that's at the EQT Arena. And then 7 p.m. monster truck races featuring freestyle motocross, the outdoor arena. And then from 7 to 8, rabbit hopping. How cute.
I love that.
Okay.
That sounds
All right.
so cute.
Rabbits, first of all, rabbits and or bunnies are the pet that I would get had they had the option.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I love bunnies. They are the cutest, one of the cutest animals available. And if I had the opportunity to own a pet, I would absolutely go bunny first.
Maybe we'll get a station bunny, Brian.
Brian, station pet. Me?
Yeah,
I'll take care of it.
Please. With all we've already been through that. Poor thing might.
And
wouldn't
a
make
bunny
it.
rabbit, maybe your landlord would make an exception for you.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I think my landlord makes exceptions for fish, but because fish don't really do anything.
I don't think you even have to ask permission of a fish, Matt.
That's true.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if they're selling or giving away carnival fish over here at any of the games over at the carnival.
Oh, yes, they are.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Because I know if there's one thing I know, at least this is the case in my house, carnival fish last forever.
Yes, they do.
Carnival fish and my house
Yes,
have
they
lasted
do.
5 years.
My nephew who lives out on Long Island was here a couple years ago.
Whereabouts
during
Long
Island? Deerfield? No, that's the name
Deer
of the street.
Park.
No. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
I forget.
Hey, the gate.
Anyway,
Oh, sorry.
he was here at the fair a couple years and won one of those goldfish.
How long did it last?
I don't know, but they had to transport it from here back to Long Island.
My God.
Oh no, a fair fish could make that trip.
Oh, yeah. No way. They could survive on airline
Totally.
food.
Well, they drove.
Totally.
Okay, that
They
makes
drove.
sense.
Yeah.
They drove.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to say though to those listening right now, if you want to come out here, there's early bird admission, weekdays only, $17 until 4 p.m. That's not bad.
No.
It's not bad.
And that gives you the full ticket, too.
And the full ticket.
Yeah.
And if you guys want any more information about the Fayette County Fair, they have a great Facebook page, or you could go to thefayettefair.com.
What are some of the highlights coming up for the rest of the week, though?
Well, that's
I mean,
what
we
I'm
don't have to
wondering.
go through the whole schedule, but,
Well, we have 2 hours, Russ.
Yeah.
We might make it through the whole schedule. All right. So,
that's true.
Okay, so Priscilla Block.
Okay.
I'm not familiar, but she's 7 o'clock with guest Steve Smith, and that's the EQT Arena. There she is right here.
Uh-huh.
And then, who else? Oh, who
I
else?
could tell you one thing that's coming up tomorrow that I think is rather unique.
Now that's Thursday.
Thursday, that is August the 1st. And it's going to be happening at 7:30. Musical performers. It's going to be a Disney tribute band. The Little Mermen is what they're called.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
The Little
I think
Mermen.
I see Danielle sitting over there, the vice president of the Fayette County Fair, and so we're going to ask Danielle to come on over here. That
Put her on the spot. Put her on the
well,
spot.
yeah, we're going to ask
Yeah,
her
we're gonna
about the
put her-
Little Merman
we
again.
The Little Mermen. Yes.
Men.
And there are multiple mermen.
And
Oh, sorry, Lars.
I'm gonna, we're gonna try and get her as far as
Yeah.
getting a cow here.
Yeah, get her on.
What-
Danielle,
wait,
the vice president. Join us.
Really want Russ to be able to.
Is that? Huh?
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll trade you. I'll trade you.
The seat is quite hot.
No. See, this one has been tested so that I don't fall. Okay. So, however, this one that I'm now sitting on, it may. I don't know.
All right, but
Okay.
in any
All right.
event, she is now seated. Danielle, the vice president of the Fayette County Fair, is now with us. Danielle, first of all, welcome. We're glad to have you on.
Nice to see you again.
Thanks for having us on. Now, talk to us about the Little Mermen, Disney tribute band
They
tomorrow,
are the
eh?
ultimate Disney tribute band. Yes, we're super excited to have this band. We saw them in Hershey, Pennsylvania at our fair convention, and there was a group of us there, and we watched them, and we all said, "Oh my God, these people are amazing! They were amazing. Adults." We were all adults sitting there watching them and thoroughly entertained.
So let me ask you something. So at the fair convention, is that where talent will come to kind of showcase, and then you guys say, let's have them.
Yes, we get some entertainment there. So grounds acts, we have Lady Houdini, Jimmy Riffle from Gator Boys, and Michael Rossman's on the stage. So I do a lot of the booking, but we as a committee will decide on different grounds acts, but we see a lot of that in the trade show.
Yeah.
At the Hershey, which is the Pennsylvania State Fair Convention, and then I've gone for the past 3-4 years to the International Fair Convention.
Where's that?
It's different every year. It used to be held every year in Las Vegas, but
gosh darn.
Yeah, so I went like one time whenever I first got on the board, and then back in 2018 I started going again, and
that has to be pretty involved.
But now it changes where location. So it was in San Antonio for a few years, and then of course took a year off for COVID, and then was back in San Antonio. Then it was in Indianapolis. Then this past year it was in Salt Lake City.
Oh, did you go?
I did.
Nice.
Oh, and, next year this upcoming year in November, the end of November, beginning of December. It's always right after Thanksgiving. It's in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
And then next year it's in Denver.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I think I would enjoy it more in different locations.
Yes. Yeah.
About how many people go to that?
Oh, there's people from all over the country, and it's an international fair convention. So I've met people from Australia and different
wow.
England, UK, and so there's a lot of people that go because
that's really cool.
It's called the International Fairs and Expos, so they call it IAFE, IAFE. So that's
So Danielle, will you stick around to talk more about the fair in just a moment?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Yep. So Danielle from the Fayette County Fair, the vice president, is going to join us when we come back. She's going to be with us to talk about what's going on here today and tomorrow and in the coming days. So stick around. We'll have more from the Fayette County Fair in just a moment here on WMBS.
Are you an area business struggling to manage payroll needs? Are you tired of big box solutions that too often end up being a headache? Then it's time to connect with ZLC Services of Uniontown. CEO and President Zach Davidson has assembled a highly skilled team committed to finding the right solutions for you. For all your payroll needs, go with the hometown team. Go with ZLC Services. Visit zlcservices.com or call 412-460-4272. ZLC Services, making payroll personal.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating. Also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090 or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
As the weather warms up, don't run from the sun. Enjoy more time on your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made right here in the USA with both manufacturer and customer satisfaction guarantees, Lifetime Awnings provides a product that lasts. Veteran-owned and operated, a 10% discount is offered to all military veterans and their families. For a no-cost, obligation-free home consultation, call 724-554-6067 or email the owner, John, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Your local station, WMBS.
The time right now at your local station, WMBS, is 25 before 2, and good afternoon. It's Matt Sapienza here once again at the Fayette County Fair alongside Kendall and Russ Rhodes from What's on Your Mind.
And it's Senior
and welcome,
Citizen Day.
Yeah.
Senior Citizen Day.
Senior Citizen Day as well as WMBS Day.
And we're continuing our little conversation with Danielle D'Angelo, Vice President of the Fayette County Fair.
Got
So
your crown on.
I have my crown on.
Yeah.
Self-appointed.
I am
All
the
hail.
self-appointed, and of course I have
Uncontested.
uncontested. Although I do have to watch my back. I mean,
gonna
you
come
know,
take it.
uneasy is the head that wears the crown.
You don't-
And, you know,
You don't want to get Julius Caesar.
Right? As we just
yes,
looked up.
I mean, TJ has expressed some jealousy.
TJ.
Yeah. And so I am a little concerned.
TJ.
Because our studio, you know, when you're at the board in our studios, and you know this, Danielle, my back is to the door.
Right.
Yes.
I don't necessarily know when somebody walks in. And, you know,
So you're saying you want a bodyguard?
yes, I like that.
You want a Secret Service?
I was going to say,
I
are we
do.
going to trust the Secret Service?
Well, you know what? I think now that better now than
Sorry.
before because, you know, they're aware of
Right.
things.
Problems. I
Yeah.
agree. I
Yes.
agree. Yes.
So, Danielle, you're putting a little bit of a kibosh on me milking a cow
I
here
know,
during
I know.
this hour.
But
though.
don't worry.
But don't worry. We've
Don't
worked out
worry.
a plan B.
Yes.
It's a far walk in this heat for my girls.
Yeah, we're not robbing
Yes.
our
But we're not
audience of
ruled,
this.
but that's okay because if you guys want to see it happen, it's still going to happen.
Yes.
It's just not going to happen on
Right here.
the show.
What's on your mind
yeah.
today?
Yeah.
But if you have WMBS Facebook, you can see it in a little while.
Yes, because what
you
we're going to do.
excited?
I am.
Are you nervous?
I am. No.
How much training does this take?
Well, it's just a little technique. I mean,
So you could tell someone in 2 seconds.
yeah. I mean, I could show you, and it's just a matter of.
It's kind
I
of like
can't-
rolling, isn't it?
Kind of. I mean, it used to be a lot easier back whenever. I mean, cows. You know,
They were used to it.
Well,
They're not
plus-
used to it anymore.
Well, they
there's
have
machines.
well, there's machines, and now cows and they have an udder and they have 4 teats.
Yeah.
And the teats at one time were a lot longer. They were about as long as your finger.
Okay.
And now with breeding, I mean, you look at this sire and you look at the dam and you see things, and anymore they're genetically engineered. It's not genetic engineering, but through breeding, their teats are very short.
Huh.
So you can't go and you see people milking with the whole hand. You can't really
do that
You can't
so
really do
much.
that anymore because they're only about an
Yeah.
inch and a half long, 2 inches.
Yeah. All right.
So it's
You learn
it's-
something
I'll
new
figure it
every
out.
day.
Yeah. Yes.
How long to an experienced milker?
Yes.
How long does it take to milk a cow?
By hand?
Yeah.
I've never done it by hand completely. Like milked her till she was done.
Okay, there's our vice president of the fair that has absolutely no knowledge of farming information.
Never. I didn't grow up on a dairy farm. I don't know anything.
So I guess it'd be worthless for me to ask another question: is why do the stools always have 3 legs?
I don't know. Don't you own one of those stools? Have you ever sat on one?
That sounds like the setup to a joke.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a caller yesterday ask me.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Maybe they ran out of wood.
Maybe.
I mean, I would say it makes it more. It doesn't make it any more stable. Dude, all the stools, have just 3 legs, and some have 4.
Every time I've seen them on TV, it's 3.
Don't we have someone from 4-H that builds? They could come over and tell us.
Maybe.
Again, you guys, this is Senior Citizen Day at the fair. Seniors get in for free up until 2 o'clock, 62 and older. But again, we don't have to leave at 2. You just have to get here by 2 to get your free admission.
Once you're in, we lock the doors, and you can never leave.
Wow.
So what are you most...
It's like Hotel California.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're behind the times now.
See, I would say $1 short.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited for? Several days in, and what's to come at the fair here?
Well, we had the Clarks. Clarks were always a big hit for us. Yesterday, again, Dairy Girl. Yesterday was our dairy show, so growing up on a dairy farm, that was always exciting for me. We do have the beef show tonight, the steer show, which is a big hit for people.
That's tonight?
That is tonight. Tomorrow.
This is the judging of the steers?
Of the steers. These are the steers that will be sold on Friday at the auction, leading to another exciting thing.
And a lot of this, then, the judging tonight kind of leads to the bidding process.
Absolutely.
Then too, right?
So they'll pick, and I might get this wrong because I never show beef cows, but I know there's a heavyweight, middleweight, and lightweight. They do pick champions of those, and then I believe there's an overall grand champion, and so that's always a big deal.
So let me ask you something. Is the fair, is this the type of thing where there's already a buzz about who people think is going to win? Or does it, is there talk? Amongst each other,
well, I would think maybe in the beef barn there is. Like I said, I don't get to go over there too much because I'm in the dairy barn with the the dairy cows, and with that, there is always talk. I'm sure there are people who know what they're looking for in a beef cow will look and say, oh no, he's a good-looking one, and I don't know the whole talk with beef. There's 2 people walking past. I can probably ask them.
Are beef cows, are they always males?
Well, yes, but they were at one time. They're steers.
Well, but
yes, they were born. They were born.
They, as my wife says, they have that defective X chromosome.
Well, they're born males, and then
chromosome?
when
females are XX.
Yes.
Yeah. So the defective Y chromosome.
Yeah. That's all there is for a steer, because it's called a steer because they castrate.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Oh, okay.
So there's still.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah,
but they're always boys.
Yes. Yeah. You can't castrate a.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
There's no transgenderism.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I probably.
I'm like, this is now cows.
Well, that's what I said.
Cows too.
I wasn't insinuating. I was like, well, it's not really called a bull anymore. It's a steer.
Yeah.
And what's the purpose of making it a steer?
I believe calming them down.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think also. They grow bigger.
I was going to say, it might have something to do with
they grow bigger.
Yeah, because those steers, I believe, they're only about 18 months old. Mm-hmm. I know that I have a cousin, she's showing a bull today, and her mother told me that that's going to be her steer next year. Mm-hmm. So she's showing him as a bull calf right now, and then he'll be a steer next year.
Is there a bull judging contest?
Well, that's what they were doing today, like a breeding show. Okay. A breeding show. So they were judging them as bull calves. Okay. And they do judge female beef cows as well.
Okay.
Yeah, well, aside from all the steer shows and whatnot, there's a lot of different food stands, as you can see around here. Yes. In particular, you don't have to call anybody out if you don't want to, but what food do you usually look forward to coming into this fair season?
Well, there's certain pizzas that I look forward to, and certain gyros I look forward to. Certain ice creams I look forward to. We've got plenty of ice cream stands here, and we've got some barbecue. We've got taco place.
Tacos. Wait, where?
And we've got a gluten-free place too.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's like
Where's
El
this?
Greco's or something right down the way.
Los Grecos.
Across from Maryland's.
Gringos.
Oh, Gringos. Oh, is that open right now?
It looks like they
Probably.
are. Well, that is actually, they're both owned by Maryland's.
Right.
Yeah,
And I know that I've never met a Los Gringo taco from Maryland that I didn't love.
Right.
But what about the gluten-free situation?
The gluten-free is just right on the other side of Los Gringos. So he's a new vendor this year. It's called the Steel Plate, and he's out of Monessen. He has a restaurant in Monessen. And
No.
Wow.
Yeah, so like if people have some gluten things,
And sometimes people just choose to opt out of gluten because of the inflammation it causes, right?
Right. I mean, if people have celiacs, I mean, I do know that people that I do know have celiacs and they cannot.
And that totally doesn't leave them out of the fair fund.
Right. And honestly, like I've eaten there twice, and it's very good. But I spread the love.
You spread the wealth, so to speak.
I do.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
I do.
1 second.
All right.
So,
any new rides over on that
this
end of the
carnival
fair
opens
this
at 3
year?
o'clock.
right, the carnival opens at 3 o'clock. Well, I'm sure there are some new rides. I don't know specifically because there are new things. So our Midway was Powers Great American Midway, and it was owned by a man named Corky Powers.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw you guys have a new provider.
Well,
providing a new
it's
show,
still
right?
the same family. It's Powers and Thompson.
Oh, okay.
So it's with Corky's son Eddie.
Okay.
Corky and his wife have decided to come off the road, and they bought an amusement park in Myrtle Beach. So they're taking it easy by
staying in one location.
place.
Yeah.
So Corky said Eddie is doing that with his wife, and so that's Powers and Thomas.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're happy.
Excellent.
We're happy. I'll tell you, I've been to a lot of fairs and in different states in our state, and we do have a very nice, clean Midway.
And didn't you tell me one point in time, though, that the Fayette County Fair is kind of on the smaller side for the fairs that they do?
Yeah.
Which I think says a lot for you guys.
So, but we route well, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, they have more than one unit, and so some like Big Butler Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Big Butler Fair, I believe, has both units. So we have one of their units, and I think they have another one in. I don't know if Clearfield's going on right now. I think they might. Don't quote me on that. They are doing another one. They go to Gaithersburg, Maryland. They go to Maryland, Frederick, Maryland. Okay. I don't know their whole route, but. We've had Powers Great American Midway and now Powers and Thomas, and they wonderful, very clean.
No, yeah, they got a good supply of rides, games.
They do. Yes, they do. Absolutely.
I see a funnel cake stand just like looking me right in the eyes.
They've got this new digital screen. The first day of the fair, there was like 3 or 4 board members. One of them came in. Actually, it was Dave Biggerstaff right there. He came in and he said, "Did you see that screen? It's actually got our fair logo up there. So it's this big digital screen, and they're advertising their food, and then the Fayette County Fair logo pops up, and they did that for Butler. So it's, a great carnival. Like I can't say anything bad about."
So I know the fair tries to upgrade your facilities with a project.
Yes.
Every year. Yes. So what did you upgrade for this year?
One thing we could see right here, new paving. Mm-hmm. We had some paving here.
Okay.
We had some paving in front of the Grange building. Mm-hmm. The Grange building was redone, working on last year. We've got some nice gardening that was done around. We partnered with Silvis, and they're a big sponsor. And so they've got some beautiful landscaping that they've done around the grounds, along with the Master Gardeners. It's part of Cooperative Extension. They do some flowers and things like that. We put new roofs on our upper dairy barn, and I believe it's the goat barn or the poultry building.
Okay.
One of them.
So one of those.
One of them. So those are the big things. But the paving is definitely. They did it a couple areas, like you said, but the big, you could see it right there. Like I was a little stressed. Because 1 week before the fair, this was all tore up. And I was like,
it always works out.
Did a nice job.
I was beyond stressed because I had to mark space. Like I pulled up here and all I could see was this tore up, and I was like, I'm marking space tomorrow. Like I got to put all these vendors out. And I thought it was like this all over, and I said, when is this going to be done? And they said Monday or Tuesday. I said, oh Lord.
Yeah,
okay. And it worked out. It worked out very well.
Well, let's talk about. Of course, we're not only dealing with royalty here at the booth with King Russ.
Right.
We also have Queen Haley.
Queen
Haley Mills is the Fayette County Queen. Haley Bill, excuse me. Is the Fayette County Queen this year. Tell us a little bit about her. Is she roaming the premises today?
I'm sure she is. I'll tell you what, Charlotte DiCarlo is in charge of the Fair Queen competition and the program here, and she has those girls.
She knows they know what they're
scheduled, and not even just for the fair, because there's a princess too. Her name is Olivia Love. So she has those girls scheduled for things during the 10 days and after
beyond.
the 10 days. Yes,
and
they
beyond.
do things in Uniontown, and
because they'll go to Washington County Fair, right?
Absolutely,
and
yes.
Greene
yes.
County, and
yes.
Yeah, I was going to ask because I know they're crowned the Fayette County Fair Queen.
Right.
I was going to ask, what do they usually do when the fair's over?
Well, they do some things around Uniontown. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what Charlotte all has them doing. Charlotte keeps them busy. I think there's some parades that they do in Uniontown.
Yeah.
And Charlotte's brother, Randy Break Iron, he's always the one that you see pulling a horse-drawn carriage.
Yes.
So they're brother and sister. So Randy's always got them. His royalty, you know, they're sitting there with him. And then in January, as I was talking about the fair convention, the Pennsylvania Fair Convention, that is also the state Fair Queen competition.
Oh, so everyone competes.
This is a stepping stone.
Yes, so they will go, Haley will go on to compete for the state Fair Queen competition. And this past year, a girl from Washington County actually won, and she came here for our Queen competition. So they will go and compete. We've had one
state winner.
One state winner. Her name is Christy Casimir Harper.
Okay.
So her mother, Linda, she was Christy Rooker.
She won the state.
She did. I'm not sure.
Are you even surprised?
She's younger than me. So I'm not sure what year.
Were you ever the Fair Queen?
No.
Oh.
I ran one time and I didn't get it. I said, okay, I'm done.
Once is more than enough.
Honestly, I seen what the girls had to do. I was like, you know what? I'm busy.
Yeah. I don't want to do this.
It's not for everyone.
And you know, and if you go on and you win that state competition, I know Linda Rooker, who's on the board, she's our board secretary, or treasurer, excuse me. She said, we visited every fair in the Commonwealth that year. She said, and I don't know how many tens of thousands of miles on her car.
That begs the question, how many fairs are there in the state?
Oh.
I mean, we got 67 counties.
Right. There's over 100 because it's not just county fairs. Like Dawson is part of PSACF. So like Dawson Grange Fair, you've got Center County Grange Fair, you've got the Jacktown Fair, you've got West Alley. You know, there's a lot of fairs that are part of that. I know it's well over 100.
Okay.
Yes.
How many fairs would you say you visit a year? Average.
I don't know, maybe within the state and out of the state, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Maybe more. I have the opportunity to be able to travel to other states for fairs.
Now,
so I've been in Biloxi, and I'm going to be going to New York for a fair. So I have the opportunity.
So they're not all mostly in the summer?
No, they're not.
Oh, that's
no,
nice.
I mean, our fair is prime time. That's why it's sometimes difficult to find entertainment, because you've got to think, you know, this entertainment is they're going to international and state competitions or state fair conventions, you know, New York, Ohio. They're all through the month of October.
So how far out do you have to book?
Well, I already have somebody for next year.
Okay.
You already booked someone
Well,
for next
the only reason
year.
I have
That's
somebody
awesome.
for next year is because they were supposed to be here in 20.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And
then
so,
the pandemic
and
happened.
the next time that they were going to be able to come back
Was
is
next year.
25.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we wanted you once, so
We want you again.
yes. So I'm already thinking. I was actually just having lunch with a couple of my grounds acts, and we were talking about, you know, the one Gator Boys, Jimmy. He said, well, I have this critter show, and then the lady Jan Marchizak that owns the Barnyard Petting Zoo, her son-in-law and daughter have Wild World of Animals, and so she said, oh, you should have them back. So I'm already starting to think next year and talk to the committee, and was already starting to think about a musical act for next year, too. Somebody's already saying something to me.
The grind never stops.
Yeah. I'm already thinking.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're talking with Danielle, just in case you just joined us. We're talking with Danielle, the vice president of the whole Fayette County Fair organization. It's Matt Sapienza here with Kendall and Russ Rhodes on your local station, WMBS. Speaking of the musical acts,
yes.
Besides the Little Mermen who are going to appear tomorrow night.
If anybody has any grandkids or kids, or if you are a Disney fan, please come out. Sorry.
Okay.
I interrupted you.
I got thirsty.
And that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. We have 2 shows.
That's tomorrow night. And then you got also the Impact Band coming up, bluegrass music, the Old Time Fiddlers.
Yep, down at Fiddler's Building. And then Priscilla Block.
Yeah.
Priscilla Block, actually, she was a kind of a last-minute thing. We had Mark Chestnut. And unfortunately, we booked Mark Chestnut back in October, and then unfortunately Mark had to cancel all of his dates. He had to have emergency quadruple bypass surgery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had heard, somebody had said something about, they had heard, like I said, rumor, I don't know how true it is. I have not looked it up, but they said something about maybe he needed a heart transplant. So I don't know how true that is, but I do know that he had to cancel his dates. So
he's probably listening right now.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's tuning in. So we wish him best. Like I like Mark Chestnut, but I'm real excited about Priscilla Block. So we got confirmation of Priscilla Block the end of June, like
Cutting it close.
Yeah.
Right after the press luncheon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Danielle from the Fayette County Fair Vice President, we thank you very much for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by. And I'll catch up with you at 3 o'clock when we're done here.
Okay.
You want to come back and grab me so I know where I'm going?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll take care of that.
Sounds
Stay
good.
tuned for Russ milking the cow on the Facebook page.
Yes.
But for right now, that'll about do it for this hour. We got hour number 2 coming up in just a few moments. Matt Sapienza here alongside Kendall and Russ Rhodes on your local station, WMBS, a Uniontown. We're back on our nonsense here at the Fayette County Fair.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace. The dog days of summer are doggone rough when your AC is a mutt and oppressive heat keeps you in the doghouse. Economy Furnace Heating and Air is offering some possum specials. Economy Heating and Air is offering a $250 discount off an air conditioner installation and a $500 discount off a furnace and air conditioner and installation. Install an Amana brand air conditioner with a 10-year part and labor warranty. We don't mean to hound you about your summer clean and tune, but it's positively important. Documented veterans and senior citizens will get a $35 discount for a clean and tune and 15% off any air conditioner repair. Call Economy Heating and Air at 724-438-4575. A new air conditioner will give you a new leash on life. Just call 724-438-4575 to retrieve a well-trained HVAC expert. For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
Do you need a garage and want it done right and at an affordable price? Then call Who Doc Garages. With over 40 years experience and over 3,000 garages built, Who Doc Garages does the whole job, from the excavation and concrete floor to the frame, using premium grade lumber, top-line vinyl siding, steel insulated overhead doors, side doors, vinyl windows, and roof trusses. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations. Who Doc Garages has perfected the science of building an affordable garage. They can build any size garage with no money down, and of course, financing is available. So get your new garage now at special fair prices. This is a limited time offer, so call today for a free on-site estimate or a brochure with prices. Call 724-366-9425. Visit their new website, WhoDocGarages.com, or see Who Doc Garages at the Fayette, Greene, Washington, or Westmoreland County Fairs. Who Doc Garages, the best investment you'll ever make.
This is the Health Insurance Minute, and I'm Aaron Zolbrod, president and founder of the Health Insurance Store. Do you own a business and have employees? If so, listen closely. Providing employees health insurance is an excellent way to attract and keep good help, which is not easy to find in this day and age. The cost of supplying those benefits is often less than dollars in production constantly lost hiring and training new employees. If you are already providing your employees with health insurance, I invite you to allow me to reevaluate your current plan and get a quote from competing companies. In addition, the Health Insurance Store has a reputation of providing a customer service experience to both business owner and employees that is second to none. If you want true value in your group health benefits or would like to discuss offering them for the first time, call the Health Insurance Store today at 724-603-2222. 603-3403. 603-3403. 603-3403. Or visit us online at getyourbestplan.com. Getyourbestplan.com.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
87, and it is partly sunny. Feels like 94 out there on this Wednesday, the final day of July. We have CBS News coming up here at the top of the hour. Then we'll have the local district and statewide news. And then it's back out to the Fayette County Fair for What's on Your Mind with Russ and Kendall. Stay tuned. You're listening to WMBS Uniontown. It is 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Monica Ricks. Any minute now, we expect to hear from the Federal Reserve on a possible interest rate cut as it continues to fight against inflation. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
Many of the Fed officials have told us that they need more information, more data showing that the inflation rate continues to move in the right direction, and that they're not comfortable starting the rate cut campaign just yet.
Cuts are expected later this year, but for now, this is breaking news. The rate remains unchanged. Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu says Israel will exact a heavy price against any aggression in his first public statement after the killing of a Hamas leader in Tehran. He spoke through an interpreter.
With the help of God, together we will win.
But concerns are spreading about what this could do to ceasefire negotiations. Our Deborah Pattas in Jerusalem.
Things were already at an impasse. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu toughened his stance on a ceasefire and hostage deal, and that has made things even more difficult. And this could definitely have a negative effect on those ongoing negotiations.
Here at home, former President Trump set to speak at a black journalist convention soon in Chicago. CBS's Nicole Killian.
And ABJ President Ken Lemon said the group doesn't endorse political candidates and welcomes the opportunity for attendees to hear from the former president on critical issues impacting the black community.
Trump's campaign heads to Atlanta on Saturday for a rally in the same venue Vice President Harris held one last night. Washington, D.C. is suing StubHub.
StubHub uses a bait-and-switch tactic.
In the lawsuit, D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab argues that StubHub advertises deceptively low prices and then tacks on surprise fees at the end of a purchase.
In D.C., close to $120 million in hidden fees have been charged by StubHub. Our lawsuit seeks to recover those fees.
StubHub responded, claiming the way it operates is consistent with the law and with the broader e-commerce sector. Nick Einelli for CBS News, Washington.
Team USA is still dominating the overall medal count at the Paris Olympics with 28 so far. And there's a lot going on today, including the women's triathlon. Athletes dove right into the polluted Seine River after days of delays. Renee Tomlin was watching. She's a former triathlete from Arkansas.
I think these athletes, they're professionals. They've been on the circuit. They know what it's like to compete in water all across the globe that, might be dirty at some time.
Well, Paris has spent more than $1 billion to clean up the Seine River, and city leaders insist it is safe to swim in there, at least today. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
A lot of churches offer coffee. Few offer living water. At Tower Hill Christian Church, living water and the Word of God are not only offered, but brought to life by Pastor Bruce Davis. And now, Pastor Davis is bringing the good news of the gospel to the local airwaves. Join him each Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on WMBS for an all-new church program, one that is committed to sharing the message of salvation and the promise of the cross for all people. Pastor Davis brings his passion every week to the pulpit and will share on a wide variety of topics and messages, helping believers and non-believers alike better understand the promise of God in their lives. So be sure and listen to WMBS on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., beginning in August, with Pastor Bruce Davis from Tower Hill Christian Church. To learn more about Tower Hill Church, located at 267 Tower Hill Road in Republic, about Pastor Davis, and about the works and teachings of Jesus Christ, be sure to visit the church's Facebook page.
A deli meat recall is expanding over listeria concerns.
Another 3,500 tons of ready-to-eat meat and poultry products sold under the Boar's Head and Old Country brands have been added to the initial recall. It's on top of the 103 tons of Boar's Head products that were recalled last week. It all now includes a total of 71 products that were produced between May 10th and this past Monday. The U.S. listeria outbreak is so far to blame for sickening at least 34 people, 2 of whom have died. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Good evening, America. I'm Vice President Kamala Harris.
Maya Rudolph has been sworn back into Saturday Night Live, where she's expected to play Vice President Harris throughout the election season. Rudolph first played Harris back in 2019 and won an Emmy for that role, then came back in 2020 along with Jim Carrey, who played President Biden. It's still unclear if anyone's coming back to the show to play Donald Trump. Season 50 premieres in late September. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It is mostly sunny. It's 88, but it feels like 95 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured, call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather follow the news. The Fayette County Fair continues through Saturday at the fairgrounds in Dunbar. Today is WMBS Day at the fair, and we're broadcasting throughout the day. We'll have the second hour of What's on Your Mind coming up at 2:15. Also, Doug Saltzman in the afternoon drive show will be live at the fair starting at 5:15. Today features judging of the market steers at 6 and monster truck races featuring freestyle motocross at 7. And the fair closes for the day at 10:30. For more information, you can visit FayetteFair.com. A hangar caught fire at Rostraver Airport Wednesday morning. Westmoreland County Dispatch said the call for the fire came in just after 9:40 a.m. There's no word on if there were any injuries or if there were any airplanes inside the hangar. On Tuesday, Dr. Lakita Davis-Jones, the secretary of the Pennsylvania Department of Drug and Alcohol Programs, was in Monessen as part of a year-long statewide listening tour to better understand the drug and opioid crisis in the state. Westmoreland County has one of the state's highest rates of overdose deaths. This information gathering tour wraps up next week with a visit to 2 central Pennsylvania counties, and the DTAP hopes to start implementing their findings from the tour soon. One of the things that was discussed in the meetings is that if you or someone you know is having an issue with drugs or alcohol, you can call the toll-free number 1-800-662-HELP. There are deals today if you like green fruit. Here is Bree Tennis with more.
Today is National Avocado Day. California produces about 95% of all avocados eaten in the country, although Mexico grows more than we do. And we eat a lot of them. The USDA says Americans eat about 9 pounds per person per year. And it's okay because they're a superfood packed with good fat, omega-3s, and oodles of vitamins. To celebrate, grab a fruit. Yes, avocados are part of the berry family. And look for a deal. I'm Bree Tennis.
WMBS time is 2:08.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439.
In sports, the Pirates will visit the Houston Astros tonight, trying to sweep that series. It'll be Jake Woodford on the mound for the Bucks. They are 55-52, third in the NL Central, and have won 3 in a row. And we'll have the game on WMBS. The pregame is 7:45 with the first pitch at 8:10. The Steelers wrapped up training camp at St. Vincent College in Latrobe today. They'll be back on the practice field tomorrow morning at 10:30, and Friday will be the annual night practice at Latrobe Memorial Stadium at 7 o'clock. And tomorrow night, the NFL Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, take place. It'll be Houston and Chicago. That game will kick off at 8. Partly cloudy this afternoon, 90 will be our high. Partly cloudy, showers and storms late tonight, 71. Clouds and sun tomorrow. We'll have a stray shower storm, 89. Right now, it is mostly sunny and it's 88, but it feels like 95 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. 2:10 is the time on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ and Kendall, live from the Fayette County Fair here on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
Get ready for a day of automotive excitement and delicious food at the Fairbank Rod and Gun Club's 11th Annual Car Show and Hog Roast on Saturday, August 3rd. Sponsored by Farmington's Pensub and Insurance, Twin Rocks Auto, Mary Beth Towing, Scarpin and Dirth Funeral Home, Rittenhouse Insurance Company, and Cito Restoration, Sprouse Insurance, Mike Cetera Personal Pool Boy Services, Pizza Wagon, the Terra Family, CWC Welding, Ruster Rods, and Lee's Plumbing and Excavating, Demolition and Paving. Registration runs from 8 a.m. to noon, just $10 per entry. They welcome cars, bikes, trucks, and hot rods. The first 150 entries receive dash plaques. Enjoy great food, door prizes, tip boards, and a giant Chinese auction inside the hall. Rock out to the Frat Buzz Band from 5 to 9 p.m. with DJ Arnie Ember spinning tunes. Catch WMBS's live coverage from noon to 2 p.m. with Arnie and me, Nick Barczyk. Join us on Fairbank Herbert Road in Fairbank, PA. For questions, call John Guthrie at 724-812-3370. Don't miss this action-packed day of automotive fun, great food, and entertainment for all.
Are you interested in earning your degree online or finishing that degree that you've never completed? Take your career to the next level by considering Salem University. Salem University in Salem, West Virginia offers 55 fully online degrees and certificate programs. Learn more on how you can advance your career by earning your degree in business, education, criminal justice, information technology, and nursing. Salem has 4-week classes starting once a month. Contact Salem University today by dialing 844-462-9128, option 1, or visit salemu.edu to see if you fit within one of our 12 partnerships offering tuition scholarships. Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
If it's time for a change in decor in your home, let the trained staff at Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. The August store-wide furniture clearance is going on now. There are no gimmicks involved, just great values and old-fashioned service. Chesler's offers the finest in name-brand home furnishings by famous makers, plus accent pieces and wall decor that will underline your unique sense of style. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for just $4.29, 5-piece dining sets starting at $5.99. For the family room, there are reclining sofas from $7.99 and up with matching reclining love seats and recliners. For the formal living room, there are sofas starting at $4.99. And don't forget the bedding department. All mattress sets are reduced. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room and dining room furniture, every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
The time right now is 2:15, and good morning. Well, good afternoon.
It's morning someplace.
It's morning somewhere, just not here in Fayette County. Matt Sapienza here.
We're waking up those on the other side of the world.
Well, they set their alarm clocks for us.
Yeah, and they're tuning in via Facebook or, on our...
TuneIn app for free.
That's right.
Yeah, the TuneIn app or their Alexa smart speaker. Just say Alexa.
That's what Bubby does. That's what Bubby does.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bub.
Shout out, Bubby.
Hi, Bub. Say hi, Bub.
Hi, Bub.
Well, in any event, we're here at the Fayette County Fair.
His name backwards is Bub.
Bub.
Yeah.
Bub's my grandma.
Bub's name backward is Bub.
Bub, yeah. Russ, you know what?
I'm just
You're
full of
so
all kinds
smart,
of...
Russ.
Aren't I, though?
Yes. Read the sponsors.
There's 3 other... There's another word you want to say after smart.
No,
though,
there's not. I'm being serious. I think you are smart.
No. Hey. In any event, we're here at the Fayette County Fair. It's WMBS Day. It's also Senior Citizens Day. Of course, our coverage today made possible by sponsors like these. The Tireman's Auto Garage, Braddock's Inn Restaurant, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, ZLC Services, State Representative Charity Grimm Krupa, Mike Kelly Toyota of Uniontown, and Russ Blejo, your local all-state insurance agent.
There you go.
Matt Sapienza here, Kendall is here, and Russ Rhodes is over here.
I'm over here.
And Brian, turn the camera around. Get a.
We have
look
the
at this
living
guy.
statue.
He's
back this year.
He's coming over here.
I look forward to seeing this guy.
Think we can
every
interview him?
year.
Yeah.
Now we'll see. Because I walked in behind him, and let me say, this is before we got into the fair, and he was like in his character.
Yeah.
Like walking almost as if, I'm sure he does that as soon as you go, yeah, come over here.
Yeah, he's no, let me add the movie trailer music. In a world where there's corn dogs and french fries aglow, one man
This is how I
will save the nation.
I'm trying to figure out what he is, though.
This is what I want to be wearing when I go to like Target or somewhere where I don't want to do any stop and chats and I don't want anyone to know who I am.
That's true.
This is exactly how I want to look.
But I'm trying to figure out who he is. Do you know who he is today?
Yeah.
Have you figured it out? Neither have I.
So do you come out?
We'll ask him.
Okay, a briefcase.
We're here with the living walking statue here. And this is your 3rd year here?
Do a thumbs up or thumbs down type thing.
Wonderful. This is his 3rd year here. And in the past, what are some of the statues that you've portrayed?
Oh, Oh, you were green.
He's not sure.
Wait, you
He's
were
not
something
sure.
green before, right? Are you here every night of the fair? That's important. Yes.
Yes,
and are
he
you
is.
dressed as the same thing this entire week?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
It varies.
And are you a local person? No. So you're just traveling in for this. So you go to all kinds of fairs.
Yeah.
Okay, would you say out of all the fairs that you attend, the Fayette County Fair is the best? Woo!
All right, that's the spirit.
That's all we need to know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The living statue, everybody.
He's here all week.
He's here all week.
Yes,
Those of
indeed.
you will get a better idea if you're watching our Facebook live stream. We tried to make it as audio friendly as possible for if you're listening on the radio,
good.
but that was good. This guy is awesome. I look forward to seeing him every single year.
Yes.
I was told I was told actually a couple of days ago he had like the Toy Story, like the Green Army Men outfit on.
That was last year.
Last year? Okay. Oh, he was in Monday with that? Yeah.
okay.
Like he had like the paddle boards on his feet, like.
Oh, got
Yeah.
it.
And he's been a founding father, I think. You know.
That I remember from last year.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think that was, and that's when Rick Fike was doing, he was interviewing on Fayette TV.
Could be.
Wait, remember? Like, was it last year or the year before? That thing was stolen? Whatever that thing is, you know?
The wacky waving inflatable.
Yeah, remember
shoe
there was
guy.
like,
Yeah, wasn't
there
that
was like an award,
was
a
that,
reward.
was that
I mean,
last year or 2 years ago?
that was 2 years ago.
The big purple thing.
Yes.
Wasn't it purple?
And it had a name.
Yeah, I forget.
Anyways, today, okay, so it's already
Purple
past.
people eater? No.
I don't know about that.
No.
It's past 2 o'clock, people. But so the free admission for seniors 62 and older, that is no longer. But there's still more today. There's still the monster truck races, rabbit hopping. Tomorrow is I'm interested in the Little Merman.
You know, the rabbit hopping,
Merman.
I wonder if that's a contest that, you know, you put your rabbit down in one spot, and when they hop, you measure that distance.
They judge how many
and maybe
times.
maybe that's how the rabbit hopping contest goes.
I got to see how
and
this
whichever
works.
one, yeah.
Can I tell you something?
I mean, they do that with frogs.
If the Fayette County Fair, you know, would take it to the next level, and instead of watching like the Olympics all week, and we could just like tune in any time of the day. It's like, come on in here. Here's the rabbit hopping. Like we could just watch all of the events on TV.
Kind of like what Peacock is doing, where they've got the 4 events or 6 events all
I was
at
just going to
once
say that's kind of like an NFL red zone.
Yeah,
exactly.
I would watch.
Yeah.
I would watch all of the things, but it's because it's a little easier sometimes to come than coming out, right?
Yeah, true.
But the food is delicious. I've already had a corn dog. Russ has been here other days and enjoyed some delicious food.
Yep, gyros.
And Russ, just in case you're joining us, tell the folks what you're going to be doing a little bit later.
Oh, yeah.
After the show is over, what's on your mind at 3 o'clock? I'll be heading on over to the cattle barn, where I'll be milking a cow.
Hey!
Attempting to milk a cow.
What is this I'm noticing? I like that.
this
We
is-
have somebody local to the station is growing a mustache.
Are you growing a mustache? This is George Huck Rattay who's here. He's growing.
He's
rocking a stash
he's
right now.
gesticulating very wildly.
This caught me out. Grab a mic. Come on with us. George Huck Rattay. Yeah, it's working and it's
First
on.
of all, with 3 distinguished WMBS's finest, could I buy you into a beverage? Non-alcoholic.
Oh, you know, I have my water, Georgie.
And I've got my lemonade, but
well,
thank
I
you.
got off cheap
And
again.
I have.
You did.
Hey.
You
And
know
I
when
have-
to pick your moments, don't
I
you?
have
That's exactly
So
right.
I have
is this
nothing
like
for the
is this
time
like
being. but-
a phase?
No, it's a long story.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
what-
you had-
Short story is
You lost a bet.
no. Was eating something hot and it burnt my lip.
Oh,
so you're growing something to cover
That's
it.
convenient. See, guys have that. That is very convenient.
So
I
we went
understand.
from milking a cow to a mustache.
Okay, whatever.
You sure? No, I can't buy you. How about the boss? Could I get you?
Hey,
Yeah. Come around the table.
You just actually got here in time for Russ is going to at 3 o'clock.
Oh, I will be here.
At 3 o'clock down at the where, Russ?
Well, down at the dairy barn.
And
Well, first of all, I'm going down and scout so the chair doesn't collapse.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
I
Thank you.
guarantee they got you set up again, bro.
Probably.
There ain't no doubt. in my
Yeah,
mind.
that's okay.
I think I would be rather rude to do that to you.
You know, hey, anything for ratings, anything to bring in, you know, those 1,000 new listeners every day.
every day.
To WMBS.
I know we have kings here, but how come we don't have a queen crown?
Well, we haven't got to see the fair queen yet. We can't steal anyone's thunder today.
We're told the fair queen is roaming the premises. We haven't seen her
and
yet.
there was a senior queen that was crowned today.
But she was too bashful to come on.
She was shy.
Don't worry, I'll get her to come over.
Where we're located, just in case you're unfamiliar.
Well, guys, I got to go down here and do a little business.
All
You
right.
sure I can't get you anything?
Positive, thank you.
No,
How about a 50-50?
Sanity.
When they're open,
Georgie, what do I say to you every Friday when I see you at the station? Stay
hydrated.
Hydrated.
Yep.
Yes.
And she gives me great advice I haven't followed.
Good.
But I will
He
today.
needs to stay hydrated.
Here, I'll tell you what. If they're open, because I went to Jackson Farms ice cream stand and they were closed. If they're open now,
Yes. What do you want?
He offered you a drink, nothing
Well,
to
that's
eat.
all right.
Oh, okay. Well,
no, it's more than
he's
that.
giving
So
you
what do
an
you
inch.
want? What do you want? What kind of ice cream?
chocolate.
Chocolate. The
Thank
chocolate.
you.
it
Do
is.
you want it
you'll-
as an
you'll eat
ice
it on
cream
the air.
cone
And
or
I'm
a
going to eat it
milkshake?
on the air.
Okay.
Well, we hope so. I'll be
right.
back.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. George Huckrate, everybody. He's joining us here at the Fayette County Fair. That senior pageant that we just mentioned, it happened at noon in the building next to us. We're located right near
Was it
the
next
entrance
door or
gate.
the Fiddler's building?
It was Fiddler's.
4-H?
Fiddler's. Is this not the Fiddler's
No, this
building?
is the 4-H building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then it happened in the Fiddler's building, wherever it is.
Yeah, that's at the far end from us.
Yes.
I wonder what time the Dippin' Dots opens.
Oh, yeah. What's a fair without Dippin' Dots,
What's anything?
right?
What's life without Dippin' Dots?
Right as soon as they open the windows.
I'll tell you what. I haven't had Dippin' Dots in like almost 20 years. It's
Wow,
been
you're-
so long.
So what, you were 5 when
I
you
was
had Dippin'
5
Dots
when I
time?
last had Dippin' Dots. Give you some idea of how long ago that was. But
So this is turned into a tradition now.
Okay.
Yes.
With all of us being here together.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And I'll tell you what I really love about it. I mean, despite the fact that, it's the middle of summer, it's hot, but it is so nice to come out to the fair and meet people. Like every time someone walks up, and we're always here on Senior Citizen Day, and you see someone walk up to the table, and I think to myself, I can't wait to find out if this is someone I talk to all the time but never met. It's so nice to be able to meet people that you talk on the phone to, and for them, Russ, they don't all watch Facebook Live, right?
Correct.
So they don't even know what we look like. We don't know what they look like. I actually met a gentleman.
Well,
here.
I don't watch myself when I do the show. I turn it around. I don't want to see me.
Oh, well, see, now sometimes it could be better if you turn it the other way because you can see the comments. You can kind of interact with the...
No.
Not your thing? Okay.
No.
But I met a gentleman that had called in on Friday, and he was getting really loud, and I knew he was just worked up. And I said, it was about, shockingly, politics, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, yep. And
no way.
Yeah.
I wish I got calls about politics. I never do.
Well, maybe someday. But he said something that he apologized. He said, "I'm sorry." I said, "No, I'm glad that that call happened because things are heating up in the political
arena."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, I appreciate the call because something you said really resonated with me. And he said, "Why do we get so worked up anyways? We're only one vote." If you think about it, like we get in these back and forths and tents and this and that. We are one vote at the polls.
Yeah, why complain about it when you could just vote?
But we act like we're going to be 1,000 different votes. We're just us.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's nice to meet some of these people.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people. I've always said of this area, this town is like Cheers, where everybody knows your name.
Oh yes, or your voice,
or your voice in my case.
Well, you touched on something though. We're one vote, and we're all
only
in this,
one vote.
all in this together and everything. So one of my pet peeves, and I've been chatting about this on my show recently, is where has the civility in politics gone?
I don't know.
George and I are on complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Me and George are on the complete opposite ends,
and yet we can sit down and we can have a nice conversation, and it doesn't have to be a politics. It can be about his steam fitters loco. It can be about pirate. It doesn't matter.
Why is he growing a mustache, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
it can be civil.
And at the end of the day, George and I shake hands, and we're still friends.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And I've got other friends that think differently from me. I won't say they think wrong.
You're just on different sides of the aisle when it comes to policy and
so. But we've lost that. We've gone to the point where people, and it doesn't matter whether it's online whether it's here at the fair, they have to belittle
even out here. Yep.
Belittle the other side, the candidate you don't care for. You know, right here.
Yeah,
there was a
there's an incident out here.
A cutout of President Biden.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad his term is coming to an end. I hope he's filled by somebody from the other party, but we'll leave it at that. But at this booth where he was...
It was the Fayette County Republicans.
Yes.
Yeah.
They put a diaper
grow up
on this
grow
cutout.
Up. Seriously.
And that is so rude.
And then the fair made them take that down.
As they should.
Good for the fair. And then one of the committee members had to complain to me about that. They made us take it down. Well, yeah.
And that happens to be the party that you belong to, but you don't tolerate that stuff, right?
I don't.
No,
absolutely not.
No, I mean, just because like one person is a Democrat, one person is a Republican, it doesn't mean they're a bad person.
You know what I think we forget about, Matt?
What?
We forget to just take into consideration when you know someone's heart, that's where it starts and stops, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you know their heart, okay.
Yeah.
Look, I have no doubt whatsoever that what President Biden does, he feels he is doing what's best for the country.
Yes.
I wholeheartedly disagree with what he's doing. He himself feels he's doing what's best for this country and loves this country and what's doing.
And that's what matters.
And that's what matters. We don't have to go to our base selves, our lesser selves, to try and make a point.
And didn't the Republicans learn their lesson a few years ago with the dartboard and things? Like, grow up.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, it's immature, but the one good thing about, at least I think so on WMBS for the most part, like even your show, Russ, you definitely lean more right than Bill and I do, for example, on the show.
Yeah.
But I love it. You know, you'll listen, then you, sometimes things get a little heated, but at the end of the day, you'll say, thank you, nice talking to you, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all shallow politics at the end of the day, you guys.
Yeah. Like, I have a policy on my show because my show is just like music and jokes. If I make a political joke, like let's say I make a joke about a Republican, I'll make a joke about a Democrat.
Oh, you try to keep it fair.
I keep it fair, yeah. I'm an equal opportunity offender.
Okay, that's I like that.
Yeah, see, because someone called me after I did a Trump joke, and they were just like, how come you don't make jokes about Sleepy Joe Biden? I'm like, I do, you just don't hear them.
Don't listen.
you just didn't listen earlier when I did. So rest assured, I take up nobody's sides, and of course what I think politically I don't address on the air because I don't think it's any of the audience's business.
It's better that people don't know, Matt.
Of course, yeah, trust. It's better if you don't know, and I'm keeping that to myself. That's that. Hey, it's 2:30. 2:31 more like, 29 minutes before 3 o'clock. We're going to be back with more from the Fayette County Fair. It's Matt Sapienza with Kendall and Russ Rhodes on this edition of What's on Your Mind, live from the Fayette County Fair. We'll be back in a shake.
Your voice matters. Make a difference November 5th by casting your vote. Visit vote411.org to check your voter registration status and to learn more about the candidates, the issues, and the location and hours of your polling place. Voting is your chance to shape our community's future. Empower yourself with knowledge and take part in democracy. You can also visit the Pennsylvania League of Women Voters at PALWV.org to learn more. Every vote counts. Make sure yours does.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Don't settle for a meal. Go for an experience. DeMarco's Bistro and Cantina is your destination for lunch, dinner, drinks, and more. DeMarco's features not only a dining room and patio, but also a two-story bar for your eating and drinking pleasure. Daily lunch and dinner specials means the options will never get old. Get wings on Mondays or pick up a taco on Tuesdays. Wednesdays and Thursdays are even better with steak and chicken parm. DeMarco's updates their Facebook regularly, so keep an eye out for all the newest specials and delicious deals.
For those adults looking to enjoy a mature experience, apply for a membership at Six Cigar Bar. It is the place to be. With more than 35 bourbons and craft cocktails and 50 cigar options, you're sure to find something that suits your taste. DeMarco's Bistro and Cantina is open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. For more information on specials at DeMarco's and upcoming events, visit DeMarco's on Facebook or call 724-438-1611.
Unwind from the day, relax, and enjoy a beverage at Yawk River Brewing. Located on South Arch Street in Connellsville, Yawk River Brewing has a 12-tab beer system featuring their own beer brewed on site. They offer a selection of non-beer items, too, featuring local ciders, meads, and a cocktail menu. They have food trucks and live music regularly for you to enjoy as you relax. There's indoor and outdoor space available, including fire pit to enhance your experience. For more info on the ever-changing beer lineup and a schedule of events, check out YawkRiverBrewing.com or on social media at Yawk River Brewing. Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Having Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Promises Stephen Harper and Seth Miller fill your prescriptions, offer free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and gladly answer your healthcare questions. Flu shots, the new Moderna COVID boosters, plus Shingrix shots with your doctor's prescription are also available at Hicksonbaugh's. Call 724-437-2828. Hicksonbaugh's Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Parents, are you tired of the same old song and dance with your child's constipation? Your child may qualify for the Tandem Study for Pediatric Constipation at Frontier Clinical Research. If your child has a history of infrequent, painful, or hard bowel movements and is between the ages of 2 and 5 years, they may qualify to participate and receive all study-related care at no cost. Reimbursements may be provided for study-related travel.
Contact Frontier Clinical Research today to see if your child qualifies at the Smithfield or Scottsdale locations, or go to frontierclinical.com.
I love it. A little bit of the Who right there.
You know it, Baba O'Reilly.
Woo! We're rocking here on your local station, WMBS.
I saw them at Three River Stadium.
You did? How long ago was this?
Well, Three River Stadium was still standing.
Oh, well, yeah, it had to have been pre-2000.
It was around 1990.
Three River Stadium?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
I saw them from a box.
Forgot about that place.
Yeah, saw them from one of the private boxes.
That's awesome.
Not that I was anything special.
Are you going to go to the Pirate game with WMBS?
If I know what the date is.
August 16th.
What?
I think I'm around. I think I'm around.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, in any event,
so I'll go.
We're here at the Fayette County Fair. That's what matters. It's Matt Sapienza here with Kendall and Russ Rhodes. We're here on a very special day, too. It's WMBS Day.
It is? It is?
Yeah, it is. Wow. Not only that, but it's also Senior Citizens Day.
Yep.
And everybody's coming out in droves. We had people not too long ago spinning the wheel for a great deal of prizes. We got new ones. We got Frisbees. We got pens. We got Nerf footballs. Of course, our usual supply of swag bags, lotto tickets, and T-shirts. And on top of that, as we were mentioning earlier, the food. I'm waiting on my ice cream. George Hakrate, where are you? I want my ice cream.
Yeah, you got a little bit of everyone out here.
He's probably eating it, Matt. He's probably eating your ice cream.
I don't doubt that he is.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, so you owe me 2 now, George.
I keep wanting to say 724-438-4599.
I know, it's such a force of habit.
Well,
right?
they can call TJ.
They can call TJ.
They can call TJ and be like,
he's probably bored. He's probably bored back at the station, so call TJ and just,
TJ probably just finished up his peanut butter and jelly sandwich and his apple.
That he stole from one of his kids.
And his yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so TJ's probably just finishing up lunch, and he's also probably gearing up to lose again on the racer. TJ, watch out. I'm coming for you again.
Ooh, hey guys,
What?
Saturday at 2 p.m., judging of the chili cook-off in the Fiddler's Building.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Chili.
we need to ask about that. I mean, we need to find out to see if like anybody can, enter.
Oh, and tomorrow, I mean, obviously tomorrow is you have Thursday and Friday. For those who are wanting to come out, the gate admission, you can do the early bird. Weekdays only $17 until 4 p.m. You can't beat that.
No, you can't. Save
Every
a
little
money.
dollar
And that gets
helps.
you everything. That gets you on the rides.
Yep. And then let's see. Oh, paid admission includes outdoor arena shows, carnival music shows. Children under 3 who do not wish to ride, admission is free. Then you have the Fayette County Fair, some of the people who sponsored the whole event. Lots of different people, you guys. We have it's weekdays.
I just saw
Pigs Gone Wild, Racing Pigs.
Okay.
Weekdays 6
They're
and
kind
8.
of a yearly staple.
Yeah.
I just came up with a brilliant idea for next year.
What's
Okay.
up?
Okay. Brian might have to invest in new equipment to do this.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I see this big Ferris wheel here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in one car. You're in one car, Kendall, and Matt, you're in the other one. And we just go round and round the entire show.
That would be hysterical.
I'm in. This is live. I mean, people can be witness too. Let's do it.
I think,
I think by next year at this time we will have. It's going to be 2025. We'll have to step it up a little bit.
Maybe.
I figure one day we have to go to some kind of carnival or amusement park and do a broadcast from any of the rides. That would be hysterical.
I think this will be enough for me, though.
Yeah.
I know you like to go to. Do we have something from the gardeners?
Hey,
The Master Gardener is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Grab that microphone. His name is Rick Standish.
The Penn State Extension, the Master Gardeners Program. They're here in the 4-H building, and we're with Rick Standish. Rick, how you doing?
Good, Russ.
He's not feeling stand. He's feeling Standish.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
So, is this something that you do every year out here?
Well, I do personally, yes, but Master Gardener's here every year for the duration of the fair. Yeah.
Cool.
So we have a table, and people are welcome to stop in and ask questions if they're having questions, problems, or whatever with their home garden.
Okay.
How long have you been a Master Gardener?
I think I've been a Master Gardener for 6 years now, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is one?
And did your wife drag you into this, or did somebody else? And
Yeah. This is my own thing.
Okay.
This is my own thing.
Is it something you always wanted to do?
When I retired, it was became sort of a natural thing to find something, and
Sure.
so you meet nice people and make friends. And,
What does it take to become a Master Gardener?
So I'm glad you asked. Every year they have a class, and we have one coming up in the fall. It's can be done virtually since COVID. Most of it's done virtually, but they do have some classes in person.
Hands-on experience.
Yeah. And but basically there's 40 hours of education. It's pretty rigorous. You learn an awful lot, and then there is an exam at the end, but everybody passes.
Okay.
And there are some hour requirements. So you have to do 50 hours of service. And that's one of the ways people often do that is by coming out here.
I was going to say, and is that every year?
Yeah, no, the first year it's 50 hours.
Okay.
And subsequent years it's only 20 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So in your classes then, Rick, what are some of the subjects that are touched on and taught?
There's about a dozen of them, and I can't.
Yeah, like soil and seeds, when to plant.
Yes, soil's a big one, and botany, and learn all about bugs. Native plants, which is kind of an important thing because a lot of people might plant things that aren't native here, and that can cause problems.
Sure.
Okay.
And also, a lot of the pollinators can't feed on them because the bugs that are native to this area are used to plants that are native to this area.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
Now I know one of the big bugs or insects, you can classify them either or, that is bothering everybody this time of the year is the invasive spotted lanternfly.
Yes.
I know
I haven't seen one yet.
I've seen a couple. Thankfully,
You go to Pittsburgh, though, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've seen thankfully the amount of times I've seen them this year, I can probably count on one hand. But I just want to ask because they are a big deal, and how does one just safely go about getting rid of them?
They say step on them and kill them.
Step on them and kill them. Brace.
Real simple. Keep it real simple.
Keep them. Yes. Just kill them. That's the main thing.
They can eat your plants, right?
They have certain plants that they like, and there's one that's also a plant that's not native, which is called a tree of heaven. And so the invasive bug likes this invasive tree, but they'll also land on other trees like walnut and maple, and they're really a problem for the vineyards if they're destroying the grape plants. So
what is it they do that is harmful to the plant life?
Well, they feed on it, and they stress the plant by feeding on it, and particularly, again, the grape plants seem to be the ones that are most vulnerable. But they also excrete something, I think it's called honeydew, and it's kind of nasty, so if you have a real big infestation of them, they can leave this nasty honeydew all over things in your yard and on your house or whatever.
You know, the big thing on invasive species, a couple years ago, it was the stink bugs. And we don't see those as much anymore, and I think, Rick, a lot of that is because, you know, predators, birds have gotten an idea that they might be tasty. Are you starting to see that with the spotted lanternfly at all, where birds and other critters are finding them to be easy prey and tasty?
I think that's happening to some degree, but I'm not sure it's as effective as we'd hope.
And before we let you go, Rick, because we
Yes.
appreciate you coming on, we want to have the president of the fair board.
The new guy.
Yeah, the new guy. But, you know, these are all really good questions, and we could probably talk for a long time.
Yes.
Do you guys take calls from the public about these things?
So, well, first of all, I'd like to make a quick plug for the class in the fall.
Yep.
If somebody's interested, I have an email address. It's it's svs 7524 at psu.edu.
Okay.
You can send an email there to sign up.
All right.
What was your question again?
Do you guys take calls about little questions like what we're talking about out to the Master Gardeners? And
Yes.
if so, how do they get in touch?
So we have a hotline where people can send in questions.
Okay.
And this is manned, the hotline, and somebody would get back to you.
Is that a way to get your hours?
It is, if
Okay.
somebody wants to do that. But that address is extension.psu.edu/garden-hotline.
Okay.
What about the phone number?
I don't have a phone number. So
That's
just
okay.
send an email address.
Well, you can
and
call
we'll
out
get a
to
phone
Penn
call.
State Fayette. They'll
Leave
connect
this stuff here.
Look them up on Google.
Yes.
We'll make sure we get it on our webpage for you, and we'll plug it a couple more times here as well.
We're here at probably from 1 till closing of the fair, so come by our table
so if
you have questions.
Yeah, problems with you want to grow something, but it's not taking off too well in your yard, and come up and get some suggestions, ideas as to what you might be able to do.
Thank you, Rick.
Yes.
Rick
Thank you.
Standish from Master
Rick
Gardeners of
Standish,
Penn State
everybody.
Extension. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate you stopping on
Do you
by.
want to do a crowning of the new
Oh,
president?
yeah, crown. Everybody please rise, because we have the new president of the Fayette County Fair Organization,
Welcome.
Pierce Wilson. Welcome. All
Pierce
hail the
Wilson.
king.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that I'd say that I'm the king yet, but there's sure answer a lot of questions. So this has been a busy week.
Before we get to Pierce, Russ, we got a text from TJ DeStefano back at the studio. He said Leanne called and said that he hoped milking the cow isn't an utter mistake.
So do you know the good news at 3 o'clock? Russ
I'm heading to the dairy barn.
And he's going to milk a cow on Facebook
Oh, wow.
Live.
Yeah, we're going to try to anyway.
So
I've never done it before.
You want
great.
a dad joke? There's a dad joke for you. But now back to the business at hand. Pierce
So yeah,
Wilson.
this is your first fair as the new board president.
That is correct. I've been on the fair board. This is my 6th year,
Okay.
and I obviously started as a director, and then last year I was the vice president.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of succession there to the time, but always have been involved with the fair since the time I was a kid. Like I participated showing livestock in 4-H. That's was my involvement with the fair.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
alrighty.
and the fair's been near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Since a kid. So big
What's
part
your
of my
favorite
life.
food out here? You don't have to say the actual vendor, but what?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, just say the type.
I have a list. I try to get around and see everybody and try to sample a little of each. So to say there's one thing particular to the other, I don't know. I've got probably in my top 4, I'd say I like the steak sandwiches at Cattleman's.
Okay.
I like the hot
Okay.
sausage sandwiches at Almer's.
Yeah.
The fries at Fry City. The pie shop's one of my favorite ones too. I love the pepperoni rolls and anything in between. So
gotcha. I'm sorry, you said what shop?
The pie shop.
See you, Matt. Have a good day. All right, so your first year as president, your predecessor.
Yes.
Bill Jackson, great guy.
Absolutely.
Led the fair for like 160 years.
Or 65 years, yeah.
Are you prepared to, copy his longevity?
Well, I'd have to.
Uh-huh.
I have to beat him at something.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Fair enough, you know?
Fair enough.
Fair.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay.
Wow.
No, all jokes aside, though, Bill is a, he's still a key player in things here. You know, we want him involved as much as we can,
Sure.
and he's been a great guiding light for me.
Yeah.
To, I can pick up the phone and say, hey, I got a fire here, we need to put it out. Like,
A great
he's
mentor.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
and it's like right now, he always answers, takes care of it. And
So I was going to
appreciate it.
ask you. You've been involved for 6 years. You were vice president last year, so you know the workings, the
Right,
comings and goings,
right.
the nuts and bolts and everything. But once you're elevated to that position of president, you're the top dog. Did things change? Has there been anything that really you weren't expecting to come across your plate as president?
There are a few things. The biggest thing for me, and this has been a little bit of my personal struggle, is I've always been a nuts and bolts, go to work kind of person about things, and it's a little hard for me to just tell people what to do without me just going and doing
Now
it.
you have to delegate, and that's a whole different animal.
And sometimes it's hard for me to just say, hey, I need you to go do this, and then they go do it. I'm like, I hate giving tasks to people, but I'm starting to realize that it's okay to do that, and they're willing to do it.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
And it's probably a little difficult to, well, that's not the way I would have done it, but it got done, and I need to let it go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that, you know what, and I'm sure you feel this way, that's a good team, right? If you're able to tell someone, hey, I need this, and they can do it for you, that's the whole point of this.
Here's the thing. Regardless of my status of my position, our board is made up of 13 wonderful people that manages fair, and it's a we. It's not an I or a me. It's a we team.
There's
and
no I in team.
I can't ever enough speak of how great and how diverse our board is that we pull this together and work, because it's a year in and year out process. I mean, the fair's over Saturday and Sunday. We're already talking about what we're going to do for next year, and we've already
Danielle
planned
already
stuff.
told us.
Yeah, she was just saying.
Yep.
Yeah. You'll be having a meeting and saying what went good, what went bad.
Right.
How can we improve next year?
Right.
Yeah.
It's always a work in progress, but I want to be part of this because of the people that we have involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, they're family to us. You know, we always say our fair family, and I have, our board, we work together all year. It's like we see each other weekly doing something.
Yeah.
So
the Fayette County Fair is never really over.
It's never over.
No, not.
It's never over, and the thing about it is we have a lot of stuff in the off season out here. We rent the buildings out for events, and obviously it doesn't. The place is a little more desolate at those times.
Sure.
But we promote to try to have shows out here and things. So yeah, this place, the doors are open all the time.
Of course. Now,
Perfect.
in the last couple days, of course, this is your first Fayette County Fair taking over from Bill Jackson. How have things been going? Things have been running like a well-oiled machine, eh?
You know what?
I saw a little bit of rain yesterday, but
Not bad.
not terrible.
To be honest with you,
Not bad.
any of the issues we've had or issues you have year after year,
Uh-huh.
nothing bad, nothing you can't get taken care of.
Routine
Overall,
problems.
it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Good.
Attendance going well.
Attendance is rather well. I was a little concerned with the rain coming and with the heat, but we're still getting the people. It's been a hot summer. I think everybody's adjusted to this point that it's going to be hot.
No, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
naturally.
Well,
We should say the warning right up top. If you're coming to the Fayette County Fair today, bring water, bring sunscreen, stay hydrated. will you?
Right.
And on that, and I wanted to bring this up, been meaning to bring this up. You have cooling stations throughout the fairgrounds.
Right. Right.
These great fans that give off a mist of water, and they're wonderful for cooling you down quick.
And there's a few buildings on this fairgrounds that have some air conditioning too, so if you just want to slide in and look at those exhibits, it gives you a chance to just get out of the heat. We've got plenty of tents around here, so we're very accommodating at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally, there's a lot of stands selling ice cold drinks.
Right. Right.
And obviously, I'd say the big drink today, and probably every day this whole fair cycle, is going to be lemonade. And
lemonade's a popular one.
I'm sure you've had
yes.
Right.
I'm sure you've had more than your share of lemonade this year.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I drink multiple bottles of water a day here. Just
You'd have
because
to.
Of course, yeah.
And and that's just it. Like, we the directors as a whole, we put a lot of hours in. I mean, we're on these grounds hours and hours and hours a day. You don't just show up and say, okay, well, I'm here.
Yeah, you don't just get here, unlock the door, and
right.
You're here before that time hits.
Right, and way after too.
Yeah.
Yes. But I can't say enough good about our board. I mean, it's Bill's time in there. He did a wonderful thing for us. Really set us in a great position to move forward. We do have some younger people on the board.
And that's a good thing too, right?
And I think we have a nice balance of tenured people and younger people.
That's perfect.
Good.
And I think that's what makes it work.
100%.
Because you're going to have to agree to disagree at times.
And some people have to learn that it's not always the way it used to be. But then other times you have to learn too, like, we better take their advice on that.
Correct.
Just from coming out here and seeing everyone and our experience here, we said this is a tradition now. You guys do a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
So you got a bright future ahead of you, buddy.
Yep.
We're gonna take it one day at a time, and obviously we're gonna try to put our best foot forward to have everything as well as possible for next year.
And eat your way through the
3 days.
Right.
Yes.
3 days left of the Fayette County Fair.
Yes.
What's the must-see TV?
It's gonna be about 3 o'clock when you're milking that cow.
Other than that, yeah.
Right.
What's the must-see thing in the next 3 days?
I'm going to say that probably one of our biggest things is going to be the Priscilla Block concert.
Okay. The Little Mermen.
And the Little Mermen on Thursday night. The Mud Bog, which is also a Fayette County favorite. We have the Mud Mania on Saturday night.
Okay.
Priscilla Block's a country music artist Saturday night. And the livestock auction. The livestock auction, and that's one thing about it. Like, I traveled to a lot of other fairs, and I had the opportunity this summer to judge some other livestock shows. And, of course, being a fair person, you ask a lot of questions when you get in front of officials. Hey, what are you doing? Like, how's your structure? And that's the homework we bring back to see if you see something good or something, that we're doing this or doing that.
Yeah.
And
why reinvent the wheel, right?
We have a fantastic livestock sale. Like, these kids are well taken care of, and it is wonderful.
And we're going to see it all.
And with that,
we're wrapping up.
Pierce Wilson, new president of the Fayette County Fair.
Nice
joining us.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
The Three Musketeers, Kendall, Bress, and Matt, all back together again, our usual tradition. No, this is it. This is it. We're saying goodbye from the Fayette County Fair.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Watch Russ at 3, milk a cow.
Yes, stay tuned for Russ milking that cow. Matt Sapienza saying goodbye for everybody on your local station, WMBS Uniontown.
That went fast, didn't it?
Yes.
Time flies when you're...